name is Professor Samuel Fosu Gyasi, an associate professor in microbiology and global health. I am currently affiliated to the Department of Biological Sciences, School of Sciences, University of Energy and Natural Resources, West Africa, Ghana. Currently, I am working on a number of research projects, but the one that I'm currently focusing now is on antimicrobial resistance and malaria in Ghana. So malaria has been endemic in sub-Saharan Africa for some time now. The main approach of trying to control malaria is targeting the insects, that is the mosquitoes, transmitting the parasite from one infected individual to an uninfected person. But then the use of insecticide to control these mosquitoes has been rendered ineffective. Ineffective because these mosquitoes are becoming resistant. And so if we can understand the mechanism of development of this resistance by these mosquitoes, then we are making a headway in controlling malaria that has devastated West Africa for some time now. I chose to work on malaria in Ghana because statistics shows that currently 2 babies under 5 dies out of malaria every 1 minute. So it means every 1 minute, 2 babies are dying. Apart from babies, pregnant women are also very vulnerable to these diseases. And unfortunately, malaria normally affects people living in poor communities where sanitation is neglected. And so if such a disease affects the most vulnerable people in society, especially babies under 5 and pregnant women, then it means it's an area worth researching into. And it gives me a lot of pride to put smiles and bring relief to many vulnerable populations who are being under the sledge of this dangerous tropical disease. Malaria is currently a burden in Ghana, and if you can fully understand the mechanism under which these resistance developed, this can provide very important clues for pharmaceutical companies who are developing drugs, 1, and 2, insecticide producing companies, so they can redirect the target site. So for instance, in the mosquitoes, research have shown that once they undergo heat stress, some enzymes are elicited, and these enzymes that are elicited produces proteins, and these proteins has the ability of rendering most of the insecticides that are being used to treat this malaria ineffective. So by understanding the dynamics, we can control the number of reported cases of malaria, which otherwise would have required the government of Ghana to use huge sums of money to purchase anti-malaria drug. That is 1. Point number 2, innocent babies who would have to die as a result of malaria, once the mechanism by which these resistance are produced are known and the appropriate mitigation measures are put in place, their numbers could reduce. 3, most of the time when babies are sick, then it means their mothers cannot work. So there is also loss of man hours by mothers whose baby are sick, who have to spend time in the hospital. So my research, once fully conducted, I believe you have more insight to control the vector of these vectors of malaria. Then we are bringing down the number of reported cases of malaria in our community. Research does better when there is collaborations, especially collaborations among South-South and collaboration among South-North. The idea is that Africa can boast of a lot of virgin areas that have not been tapped, that have not been restricted. But many often funding for African researchers is some sort of limiting factor, resulting in inability of many talented researchers not to, conduct groundbreaking research. So there is also an avenue for North-South collaboration. So if there is a northern partner who is interested in working in such an area, then the two can collaborate, and then they can work together. The results can be shared. The idea is that people living in the northern part of the world may not be having issues with malaria, but then the results once churn out, there are pharmaceutical companies out there who might need such empirical data to assist in their manufacturing. So if a particular drug is being produced, and or even a particular insecticide is being produced, and my research finding come out that these mosquitoes are becoming resistant to this drug because of the mechanism that we are about to identify, then they can alter how these chemicals are produced. This would also result in not wasting so much funds on chemicals that would end up becoming resistant to the very mosquitoes we are trying to target from the environment. If that can be done, then I'm thinking we are making a headway for both partners. So my last words will be to thank Shipo for putting together this wonderful initiative. The world is developing, and as the world is developing, we need to make a headway collectively where researchers are coming together to put their ideas together so they can bring out groundbreaking research, and they are also bringing out results that will benefit mankind, especially people of the Black diaspora and many other areas where such research results will be needed.